Okay, the next step, the big one, change some code. You can change code, press save, and then run the new code. So we change stuff down here in the editor. We press save over here, and we can run, and it will run. Nothing bad can happen, honestly. You can't damage your computer. You can't damage the Ancient Brain server. So it's a safe environment. So let's start messing about. Change the object size. Well, how do we do that? This says object size equals 200. Let's just run and just make sure everything's working. We run, that's 200. So what if I change it to 20? Now this button is telling me I should press save because I made a change. So let's just save my work and run. And now it's size 20. What happens if I change it to 2000? Why not? And run. And I think the camera is now inside the object. Change how much the rotation angle changes each step. So here's a good one. This can make a dramatic difference. So the cube is rotating. Let's just see the normal cube again. It's rotating to show us it's three-dimensional. It's not a two-dimensional graphical world. So if I make the angle change to, if I increase it to 10 times what it used to be, so it's rotating at 0.01, it doesn't bother me what it is. Let's just change it to 0.1. Is it degrees? Is it radians? Who cares? Let's save it. We've made it 10 times faster now. And let's run. And now it's spinning 10 times faster. So that already made quite a difference. Anything else we could look at here? Well, background color. You don't have to be a genius programmer to realize you might be able to change that. So let's change the background color to pink and save and run again. And now we have this fast spinning cube on a pink background. So we're already starting to push our stamp onto it. Here's a list of color names so that there is help there. There's a lot of help, in fact, in the menus under docs. We'll look at that later on. There's an enormous amount of support for you when you're coding, and you've got this help when you're coding up in the menus. But let's keep going with the tutorial for a minute. You can change the box to not be a cube by giving it numbers. Change the cube color. Well, you can do that as well. We leave the cube color where it is, and we'll change the box to not be a cube. So that's down here where we do box object size. Let's just go back to tutorial, and it's suggesting that we change it to this. And it's giving us a nice little button here, so I don't even have to select that. I can just hit copy. So let's just copy that. And what we'll do is we'll get rid of this by doing that. So what that does is it makes this all into a comment, just a note that's ignored. So I'm leaving that line there just in case I need it later. So that's the line that draws the box, and I'm changing it to draw the box this way. If you give it one dimension for the box, object size, remember, is 200 by default. So if you give it one dimension for the box, it'll be a cube. If you give it 3 dimensions, it'll use all 3. So let's just see how it works. Save and run. There you go. So now we have our thing that's not a cube. It's got 3 different dimensions. It's rotating madly on the pink background. We've already got quite a different creation to what we started with. Let's reduce the spinning back to 0.01. And now we've a gently rotating thing that's not a cube.